Hey, good morning. Happy Friday. So, reading through Proverbs today, Proverbs 2 specifically, and verses 10 and 11 stuck out pretty good. It says, "When wisdom enter into thy heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee." So, wisdom, knowledge, discretion, understanding. What are the benefits of these things? Well, if you continue to read through this chapter, you'll see that it will deliver thee. Now, deliverance is a really typically seen as this really good thing, because it is, right? It's freedom from, it would be a release from, of course, unless you're being delivered to something that's really bad, then I guess you get freedom from, a safety, a release from something that's good. But in this case, we're looking at it a little bit on both ends, but freedom from, right? A release from. Well, what can wisdom, discretion, understanding, what can these things deliver us from? Well, if you keep reading, you'll see that deliver thee from the evil man. All right. And then what's associated with the evil man? Because this is just one thing it can deliver us from. It says that speaketh forward things, who leave the paths of uprightness to walk in the ways of darkness. So from the evil man who has a evil walk and talk, if we don't have this wisdom and discretion and understanding, we're going to end up walking and talking like this evil man, being susceptible to being fooled by him, to becoming him. But there's more. Verse 16, to deliver thee from the strange woman, the stranger which flattereth with her words, which forsaketh the God of her youth, and forgetteth the covenant of her God. So we have this evil man, we have this strange woman. Both of them, their walk and their talk, you could see where it says that he speaks and she flatters, and then of course his path is wrong and she forsakes the path that she's on, because it says that her house inclineth unto death and her paths unto the dead. So do we need deliverance from these things? Absolutely, because oftentimes we'll take any old path that feels good. In these paths, sin is pleasurable for a season, right? So we'll take these paths that feel good, instead of following wisdom, instead of following discretion, instead of following understanding. So it's delivering from, but then what's it delivering to? Because we talked about that earlier. There is a deliverance too. It says that thou, verse 20, that thou mayest walk in the way of good men and keep the paths of righteousness. So there's definitely a difference between the evil and the strange, and the good. There's definitely a difference in those things. And so we would want to be delivered to those things, from the bad and to the good. And if you notice that, excuse me, what happens with the evil man and the and the strange woman, it says that they're going to be, it says that they're in wrong places, that they are going to leave and forsake the right places. But what's going to happen to the good men, the one that are following wisdom, discretion, understanding? Because we'll read that in a minute. It says that they, for the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it. So while the ones are leaving and forsaking it, and their walk and talk and everything, the good ones are dwelling and remaining in it. And of course, if you dwell somewhere and you remain somewhere, you're able to see things grow, you're able to see things built. And so there's a huge amount of benefit in this. And so if we were to read and skip past all the deliverances from, it says, when wisdom entereth into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, that thou mayest walk in the way of good men and keep the paths of righteousness. For the upright shall dwell in the land, and the perfect shall remain in it, but the wicked shall be cut off from the earth, and the transgressors shall be rooted out of it. So I'd rather dwell, I'd rather remain, I'd rather be delivered from and to, right, the good things. All this is say, where does this come from? So where are we going to find this wisdom, knowledge, understanding, discretion? Oh, even earlier in this verse, I think it was verse 6, it tells us, for the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. And then right in Isaiah this morning, it said, for his God instruct him to discretion, and doth teach him. All of it comes from God. All of it comes from God, right from his word, from right application of his word, from being obedient to the Spirit, surrendering and yielding to it. Because here's the thing, a lot of people may not want to believe this, but God is for you. God is for you. That's why he gave us these, not only instruction, but these warnings to say, hey, if you do this, this is going to be the outcome. But if you do that, that is going to be the outcome. That's mercy. That's grace. That's kindness. That's love. That's goodness. Like, God is for you. He's for me. He's for us. And so, wisdom, discretion, understanding, knowledge, take them. Get deliverance from and deliver to what's good. All right, be blessed.